Hey everyone, I'm letting this video go up unfinished. I think you're going to notice at a certain point when the stupid images stop popping up on the screen because I think I made this video like back in June or maybe July of 2023 and it's just now going up. I feel like I'm just wanting to upload something to my channel and I know it's lazy, but whatever. Anyways,
Okay, pretty good, member overall, but he did get into that controversy back in 2018 where he said some slurs to a couple of Asian kids. And, that I think we could let him slide for that. That was a while ago. He apologized, he was drunk. Then, next week after that, and years to come, he would then go about how the Jews control the banks. Frankly, that was a while ago, but I think it's considering how it's like a continuous spree. Then we're gonna have to put him in B tier overall. With that Willa Doofus, another case. Okay, another overall great, pretty decent person. You know, overall I think he's not a bad guy, but I don't know, dude. It's just like ever since the threats he made to the Rockefeller uh, record industry thing, multiple bomb threats. It. I think since he was just a stupid kid, though, I think we can let him slide for that. So I think we can simply, I think that was a while ago, but he did give very specific instructions. I think you can still find them on Goku.com. That I think that's where he put him. So, but I think we can put him right there. Next up, we have Yerub. Really, I don't see anything wrong with him. Really, I don't think he. Most members of this have done horrible things. This guy, we'll get to him, terrible. But he, never did nothing horrid to say the least. But he's a pretty good guy. He did donate to the Cerebral Palsy Foundation. I think that's pretty good of him. And he also he did donate $2 to my GoFundMe to help get my friend Left for Dead 2. So I'm gonna put him right there. Tim Cup. So this guy, I don't know how to put it. So basically, he like just decided instead of making his own jokes, he decided to steal them from other famous comedians. Those being Chris Rock, Chris Brown, Eminem. The list goes on. He just stole them. I don't think he's ever said an original joke, but I'd say if we put that aside, he's like a B tier. So we keep no Russian Mafia. Ooh, dude, this guy, he went off the grid recently. I don't know if y'all been following the news, but last thing we heard is he was in a stick up with at like a 7-Eleven, and he decided take the money, run. And, prior to that, he made a lot of mean comments towards Trey Parker and Matt Stone, saying how big their noses are. Also, he's been canceled multiple times. Considering that, I don't know how it can ever since that stand up at the Laugh Factory when he said that one word just hasn't set well for me, especially with recent events. I don't think it's just recent enough to where we can just let him slide. We're gonna have to put him in. Yeah, pretty not great guy. Leader. So this guy, he also I'm not gonna be breaking myself. He, in my opinion, is a interesting case. Uh, after that stuff in China, with the the stuff in China, I think he was basically trying to start a rebellion for free speech, life in prison, possibly the chair. You know, I think for that, I think we can put him in eight. Never really did anything wrong. Just he just pushed his ideals or used methods of protesting in very rude ways, to say the least. Pardon. Next up, Mr. Poncho. This guy. Let's see. He stole millions of dollars from Biggie Smalls' family. Um, he has a lot of he made a lot of alt right comments as well. Jamie, while you're editing this, can you put that up on the screen?
Look that shit up, Jamie. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of terrible, mean words said. You know, unforgivable shit. Up there with the Astro World incident, insane stuff like that. So I think for that, F. Now, Pumpkin Lord, aside from grave robbing, I think he's a pretty good guy. I think that can be excused. So S tier. Shooting money. Okay, so now he was alleged to be an alt writer, possibly, but I don't know. He got anime profile. You know what? I don't know. Let me just boiler rooms. Of, yeah. Okay. All right, Milo Bennett. This is a freaky case because like so basically he kept like forcing his employees to work overtime, like even when they didn't want to. I think that's pretty messed up. No one should do that to their employees. And like he really liked that one Pokemon Vaporeon. Said that the secretary of his walked in on him spanking it to a Lego builder thing of Vaporeon. I don't know if that's okay, especially since he's overworking the employees. So I think, considering all that, I don't think that's okay. And I think you should be able to do that and get away with it. Stole millions from the poor too. Like I think that's a bit crazy. Another F. Box. So the thing with him, he's like, I don't know, John Wayne. No one really knows anything about him. He's sort of a mysterious man. Just like pops in every now and again, does something crazy. You know, he's kind of like lazy purple in a sense, except less heroic, more. I don't know. I don't know where to put him. Just C tier. Okay, Zeet. This person, crazy in the brain, dude. Now, like in that court hearing of '97, I believe it was against Leader and Z, where they were said to. I don't know what it was. I think like Leader stated something along the lines that uh, she said to him that you have no money, and that really made him mad. So that turned him. I forgot to mention, yeah, this guy a little bit of a serial sewer, but I think like we can keep that off the table for now. That doesn't really make you a bad person. It's a disorder. Mentally incapacitates you. You know, but Zeet never really did anything wrong. Just says a bunch of crazy shit. Joe Rogan type of stuff. So I think we can put her A tier. Luna Caspian. So the thing with her, I don't know, dude. Uh, so basically, when she was having that concert back in like 2018, she really got the mosh pits going, and eventually it killed 10 people in the mosh pits. I think that's unacceptable, and I think she's 100% responsible for that. That Instagram apology with the rain filter was just pitiful. So another unfortunate. Actually, now let's think about it, and we can let that slide and put her in A tier. All right, Inventor of Ragnarok, aka Adam. This guy, he's okay. So after making Star Wars: The Force Awakens, I don't know if I can really trust him after that as a director. Because he's pretty crazy when it comes to like Twitter arguments, going as far to dox people. I think that's forgivable. Even though that one guy got swatted. So I think that's okay. But he's pretty crazy overall. Pretty great director. I mean, he made Mr. Hands. It was a great film. So we can put him in S tier overall. Benry, I don't need to. I think everyone already knows who Benry is, but I think we have to make a tier below Boiler Rooms of Hell for that. So I don't know. I don't even feel comfortable saying his name all the way. Ugh, freaks me out. Dude. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where we put him. So here we go. Tuberculosis, Doctor Sex, Gunner, Comer, whatever you want to call him. He's a pretty cool dude. He's probably the best comedian out of everyone. Um, he's pretty studious. I'd say so. I think he definitely earned that master's degree back in '87. Still kicking it too on stand up. Uh, Pretty cool guy. Funny. Few slurs said. I think that's excusable. S tier. It's basically commitment to yellow. This guy. Let's just say toxic gossip train. I think that's all I gotta say. Ricey, this guy. Uh, Tad crazy, if I'm saying so myself. He did make Half Life, so that was kind of cool. And he kind of like gave me $3 in return, so cool, I guess. C tier. Rough is this guy. He draws shit. That's cool, right? And I think that's cool and all, but what it really boils down to is the fact that this guy literally gave the information of disabled children's homes away to the public and got them swatted. Again, something that's unexcusable. B tier. Nedia, so he was kind of working with the Chinese embassy for a while. I think that's not nothing really bad necessarily, but he was putting using spyware, like selling people's data to people like Zucky. You know, I think that's fine though. I'll put him in a C tier. Jbot MK16, whatever you want to call him. You know, pretty cool guy. He did get into that fight with the kid. I think he shouldn't have. The kid was calling him slurs, and he brushed it off. Then he threw a firecracker at him, picked him up by the neck, chokes him out. I think that's fine. Threw a firecracker at him. Should have controlled his anger though. Crazy guy though. I'll put him in A tier. Trig, this feller right here. He just drives cars. Pretty great driver. I mean, he did have that one incident in New Jersey, that where he ran over 8 people in a drunk driving incident. He's not in prison yet. I think it's fine that he's drunk driving. And, it's at the end of the day, he was drunk driving, and I don't think that's a felony, so I think that's okay. So I feel safe putting him in S tier, past Europe. Me, where do I go? Toilet bowl. You know what, guys? Thanks for watching this, and all. Maybe y'all want to see us do more tier list rankings. Maybe we could do the members of Nambla, Al Qaeda. List goes on. I'm happy to say, have a good day.